on. As the room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys, sports talk and beyond. Come on. Come on. Don't allow the noise to change you. Time's defense up. Stand tall, baby. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Yup. As the vibrations in the music, in the rhythm of the soul hits your mind, keep in mind. Hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go. They want to tune in to Cowboys, sports talk, and beyond. Come on. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. Are you not entertained? Hey, what is your profession?
This is Sparta!
Riggs! Riggs! Hey, that's right, Stanley. Stand tall, baby. Or not at all.
Hey, we came on a mission. It's captured or killed.
Let's get it. Where my dogs at? Let's get it.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's good with you guys? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. We talk Cowboys and beyond. Just want to be able to say these few things here, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys don't have to rush anything. No, you don't have to rush anything. Continue to play your game. Don't let the naysayers go back and forth with you about your team and who's being carried and who's not being carried. It's a team sport. That's why football, the essence of football, is the ultimate team sport. Meaning that you can have the greatest player of all time on your side, and if you don't have other pieces to put things together, you won't win. You would not win a ring. In the history of the NFL, one can argue if you start naming top 5 quarterbacks, you can't leave Dan Marino's name off the list, right? And he don't have no hardware, right? He never played with the 2000 Ravens. Come on, man. You know, he never played with a stable enough team like the team in the 90s of my Cowboys, right? So that is just what it is. So be mindful, ladies and gentlemen, that this particular team is all about this right here. It is all about the ultimate team sport. It's all about being able to win as a team. Look, we seen wide receivers before like Megatron play unbelievable. Don't have a ring, right? They had a quarterback that a lot of people said at that time that they would love to have over here. No ring to it, right? Randy Moss. Ooh, they literally, ladies and gentlemen, had an undefeated team and faced Eli Manning and company to lose it all. And you have no ring to show for it, right? So football is an ultimate team sport. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. He says, shout out to you. Check your Twitter DM for the Thanos edit. Ooh-wee. I'm going to have to check it.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Oh, the biggest says Barry Sanders either, right? So when people start saying that, hey, man, Dak Prescott is being carried over and over again by the defense, I don't mind that at all. I definitely don't mind that at all. I promise y'all, man, we watched the teams in the 90s. There would have been no Super Bowls, man, if it wasn't for the defense. And especially in one of those games, can somebody mention James Washington? You know what I'm saying? The original James Washington, how big of a guy that he was for us, right? So let's not get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. So salute to Joy Taylor. I get what she's trying to say. I don't have the snippet, but you guys can check it out. She's agreeing with her radio or TV boyfriend, Lachey, and Shady McCoy about, hey, the doggone, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when the defense don't stand tall? It was more than just the defense not showing up in that Cardinals game. Show of hands who saw that game. It was more than that. It was more than that. It was clearly, when you look back at that game, you can clearly see they had something out against us. 13 penalties. That's not a good flow of a football game, especially when your team is not doing that on a consistent basis. If your team average 8 to 10 penalties a game, then that would be something that you would say, hey, 13, yeah. But if your team average anywhere between 4 and 5 penalties, then all of a sudden you look at the sheet and you see 13. By natural orders of the money in the numbers, you had to say something was out there, right? That's not really custom to that particular team. So I get it. You know, shout outs to the Cards. I'm never going to take away a victory, right? It's a victory for them. But we did what we needed to do last week, 38-3. And nobody can water that down, even though they may try. That was the 6th ranked defense in the National Football League. Yes. Yes, indeed. And if you guys are getting catfished, be sure, because I would never say you won something and not give it to you, right? So y'all be mindful of there is bots out there. And if they don't have that blue check mark by their name, if they don't have Law Nation Sports by their name, then you are being catfished. Don't send them anything, right? I'm seeing a lot of people, an influx of that. So be mindful of that, you know. So Michael Williams, don't get catfished there. I encourage you guys, reading is essential to the soul. So make sure you read on that, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all pray for me. We will be at the game Sunday. Yes, indeed. We'll pray for you, Brenda. We will be praying for you. Yeah, please be aware. You know, people. And not everybody's doing good out here, man. People try to scheme. Stay scheming. People gonna scheme, man. They gonna scheme y'all, you know. So I behoove you to read carefully, and then that's why they got the check mark thing. That's why they got the verification for the nation. So I don't want y'all to be getting catfished over there. I be seeing them too. I delete them. I delete the bots, but they just keep coming. You cut one head off, 4 come back, 5 come back. So that's just how that goes. So don't y'all get catfished. I had somebody say, hey, man, and then sometimes y'all try to catfish me. With the reverse, y'all try to double catfish. You know what I'm saying? They got you, and now you try to tell me to send you money because they done got catfish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Law, man, this person took $200 from me, man. Hey, I'm wondering if you can send me $250, you know, to get back on my feet, you know, like I don't got 2 kids in private school. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all think y'all better read twice, measure. Old folks say measure twice, cut once, you know. So hey, I don't like the fact that you guys are getting catfished on the YouTube, and also the Nigerian email chain that be sending out that I got $1 million that's in store for you. I got $1 million in store for you, but just send me $300 and we'll split it. No, I get it, man, but you know, it's in the words of Future out there, man. It's an evil world out here.
It's an evil world we live in.
Man, it's an evil world, man. So and it is what it is. Royal money. Send me $400 and I send you $4 million. Like, dude, how did that work? People still be doing that too, you know. Hey, man, them Nigerians, them Nigerian hustlers, man. Shout out to them, man. I be wondering how they do it too. You know, somebody actually, before we get into our content, man, somebody actually got on a plane, flew all the way to Nigeria, and saw where they was at. You know what I'm saying? Knocked on their little 10-fold hut, and they had a T-Mobile phone hooked up to a Prime Co phone. You know what I'm saying? Nokia, old school phone about the size of my head. You know? Hey, man, where that money at? Try again, Madisaka. Can get jiggy with this. Bush sugar. Yeah, it's the oldest trick in the books. Yeah, it's Cole. Cole, I think you had it on your Twitter page. I might play that excerpt there. But before we go into details here, let's talk about one more thing. That the red zone issues that a lot of people are bringing up is just a narrative play. Let me say this again. The red zone issues is just a narrative play. Because who was the number? It's crazy. Look, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Who was the number one team in red zone last year? Who was the number one team in red zone last year? Who was the number one team? Let me pull y'all comments up. Who was the number one team in scoring red zone last year? Yep. Cowboys. Cowboys were the number one team in scoring red zone last year. And would you rather be where we at last year opposed to this year? Because would you rather have, look, let me ask y'all this. Would you rather have the INTs or would you rather have the red zone? So, I mean, it's one of those things that they're going to find nooks and issues and things they're going to nitpick with the Cowboys for whatever we do and wherever we do and whenever we do something. They're going to nitpick at it because I got right here, man, Ernie, man, he is not a good follower at all. He's not a good follower at all on Twitter. He's a great follower. Be sure to follow my guy Ernie. It says the NFC East quarterback turnover stats through the first 4 games, basically. Daniel Jones, 6 INTs. Not 1, not 2, but 6. 4 fumbles. That's 10 turnovers. well, he only lost 1, but 4 fumbles, right? He only lost 1, so that's a good ratio for him. He fumbled 4 times, only lose 1. Jalen Hurts, 3 INTs, 1 fumble, 1 loss. So when he fumbled, he's 100%. He's going to lose it right now if you're going to play the ratio number, right? Sam Howell, 6 INTs, 1 fumble, 1 loss. Yeah, when he get hit, he going to lose it, right? And then we have here, ladies and gentlemen, Prescott with 1 INT. How many leadoffs would they be talking about that if Dak had 6 interceptions, 4 fumbles? That would have been every topic line, every conversational piece that's known to man, but nobody's talking about it. Ernie is funny as hell. He's a real good follower too, man, on this app. And then, Bobby going to break it down. And then my guy Foots the King, we supposed to do something yesterday, but, time prevailed. And he said that if Schoonmaker make this catch right here, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't even be talking about red zone issues. That's how crazy it is, right? It's like Dak put the ball right in the mittens. And somebody who's not knowledgeable enough, who's not aware of football, saying, hey, the ball wasn't perfect. He's trying to put it in between 2. If he lead him, then that could be picked off by number 8. You see what I'm saying? So he put it right where only the actual receiver can catch it, right? So those are the things that we have to take and understand under considerations. Last night, even though I'm joking with most people, but you can consider this as facts. I got Dak Prescott, number 1 quarterback, Hurts, number 2, Cooper Rush, number 3, Lance, number 4, Sam Howell, number 5, and it's possible that it's a toss-up at that 6th spot between Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor. I had people that's on my Cowboys, well, the Super Friend show. I had people with Cowboys, I think his name is Dak Delusional or something like that. He gonna go in there and he got like Cowboys all in his thumbnail, and he have the nerve and the audacity, not of hope, but he had the audacity to say Daniel Jones is better. Man, he's embarrassing. He's embarrassing the shield. He's embarrassing the thumbnail. We ought to be able to report that thumbnail as misinformation. We ought to be able, you know what I'm saying? For those few trolls that got the Cowboys logo and they supporting the other team, we ought to be able to report them over and say misinformation, man. Take that down, trademark infringement and all of that good stuff. Daniel Jones is not even in the same room. Because if the Cowboys started off just like the Giants did this year, man, there'll be picks for us everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially of him getting the money that he got, right? Him getting the remunerations that he got, right? Yeah. Is it still choppy on your end? Let me know if the audio is straight. Let me know if the video and the visuals are straight. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing a little red arrows over here, and it could be because I'm spitting the truth. It could be the thing. My guy, Cowboys Cowboys fan talk. He said he still disrespected over this picture. He still disrespected. You still feel disrespect over the picture. But let my girl Ashley, she was preaching today, man. Let's listen to this sermon right here.
Good morning. I want to personally address folks in the media, folks that are content creators that want to make it seem like it's a bad thing that Dallas's defense has been carrying the team. First of all, I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. I have absolutely no problem giving the fact that my offense has carried this franchise for the last 10, 15 years. Dallas hasn't had a defense like this since the 90s. So I have no problem with the defense being the face of the franchise. They also wear stars on their helmets. I have no problem with the defense being the one that gets us 14, 21 points, outscoring the offense. I don't care. Whatever it takes for Dallas to win a championship and defense does that, I have no problem. But I also want to remind folks that back when Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl with the Broncos.
Pause it. I'm going to tell y'all, when a sister start getting when that neck start rolling, hey, man, you in trouble, man. You in trouble. You might as well, when that sister start, it's the neck. It's the neck, Rex. I'm getting too old for this, Rex. You in trouble. You are in big trouble look, fellas, when the neck start rolling. You just got the hush. You know what I'm saying? So when she started rolling the neck, let me just rewind just a little bit for your mind. Let me rewind just a little bit. Watch, pay attention to the neck.
And defense does that. I have no problem. But I also want to remind folks that back when Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl with the Broncos, his defense was stout, and I don't recall him having this incredible year offensively. Back when the 2000 Ravens with that bomb defense, with Ray Lewis, I'm sorry, can somebody tell me how amazing the offense was? Don't worry, I'll wait. So to try to have this notion or this angle like we care that our defense is carrying the weight and helping us win games is absolutely ridiculous. Y'all look for anything to pick on something else.
Woo! All she missing was this right here. Whoa! If she'd have did that number right there, boy, it would have cut the cake for me. She's right. In 2000, the 2000 Ravens, I went back to go look, and I would look for a specific number total there. One of those games, they did give up 36 points. Let me repeat, one of those games, they did give up 36 points. You're going to have, look, the Ravens not gonna look. The Ravens didn't go undefeated. They lost some. You know what I'm saying? They lost more than 2 games, I believe, that year. I think they lost by 3 or 4 games. So I said, man, let me be intrigued. So I went to look at the 2002 Buccaneers to see if they lost any games. Oh, I saw some losses on there. You know, they lost bad by 24 points or something like that. Another 20-point loss, a stinker, right? Then I look back at the 2000 and I believe, and I'm not saying that our team now is those teams, but what I'm saying is, yeah, man, the Cards caught us, man. They caught us. You know what I'm saying? They caught us. They won. But we learned something from it. Man, you know what it Pop said? You know, you win some, you lose some, you know. But you live to fight another day. Yes, indeed. So when you think of the, I want to say, the 2014, because they made it to the Super Bowl, but they lost, the 2014 Seattle Seahawks team. Oops. They got somebody to score on them. Put 30 on them. Name that team that put 30 on them. Ooh, it was the Cowboys. I'm going to give you that code there. It was the Cowboys. So shout out to my girl Ashley. And here's the thing, though. We're gonna go all through the timeline of me, you know, waking up early this morning and, you know, drinking my cup of coffee and just relaxing, chilling, doing my work, doing my other stuff that I do. My guy, he's a real good follower, you know, Lord Brunson. I think that he's a diehard closet Cowboy fan. He kind of like what we do, you know what I'm saying? He said the Cowboys defense is absolutely carrying the offense. Laughing out loud, Brandon Cooks is a ghost. Dak hasn't had 300 yards a game. Sam Howell and Jalen Hurts both have more passing yards. The Cowboys defense has taken advantage of Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. When the defense not full steam, they lose. Okay, so now I'm just gonna say this right here. You know, I was thinking that if I'm not mistaken, if I'm old enough to remember, because, you know, sometimes people call me young over here, but I still had facial hair at this time. And I did see that the Patriots, they did play the Eagles, right? Didn't they play the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I thought they did. They did play the Eagles, didn't the Patriots? And I went back and looked at that game, and I was looking for, you know, dominance in that game. And they started off real good with the help of the wet water and everything. I couldn't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? So let me refresh that so we can get all of the comments there together. But this is the reason why, and I know somebody, hey, why would you entertain that? You know, and I feel you, man, this is all entertainment, right? They entertain. If the NFL can entertain Taylor Swift, then I'm going to entertain my guy, Lord Brunson, over here. You know, education class is always open for those who need education, right? For the nation, we going to do that, right? So it's funny because they put up 20 points on them, and they wasn't even really efficient in the red zone themselves, and I'm talking about the Eagles, right? They only been to the red zone versus the Patriots twine. You know, at least we were able to get there 4 times for your mind. So the reason why I'm saying this is because when they talk about getting carried by the defense, think about this. Zeke had a fumble on his side of the field in that game, and on top of that, Slay had a pick 6. You take away those 2 things, shoot, the Eagles lose that game. So I'm telling y'all right now that there's levels to this conversation, and the levels that the Eagles on, they're looking up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I had to say. And far as the 300-yard gossip of Kenyo quarterback, because remember, I'm saying all of this because these are the same conversations that we had back in 2016. And so many people were trying to prove the naysayers wrong that Dak Prescott can throw the ball for 300 and 400 yards. Hey, Don't fall into the trap, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to the outside noise. Don't listen to people when they say dinking and dacking or dinking and dunking, because as long as we winning, we gonna be grinning over here, baby. So if we want to methodically move the ball, depth of 1,000 cuts down the field, then we do just that, because we do what we need to do in order to get the W. Because 5 to 10 years from now, nobody's going to care how long did the ball was in the air, how much did the ball travel in the air. You know what I'm saying? How many points did you score? Hey, well, what's the red zone efficiency? Because what people going to look at, they're going to look at the fact, did you win? Did you lose? Did you win or did you lose? And at the end of the day, we are 3-1, right? We got punched in the mouth, but it's how you rebound. There's not a boxer that's been fighting this year, right, or last year, or in the last 100 years, or what have you, that can say, hey, he never got hit, or he never got woozed. Now, there's a few boxers that can say, hey, they never made me bleed, they never cut me, and that's a whole nother storyline there. But what I'm saying is stay focused on your vision. Stay focused on your dream. Hurts didn't have a 300-yard. He said, okay, my guy, JR214, man, appreciate you, man. Thank you for all that you do for the nation, man. He says, Hurts didn't have a 300 yards on the Pats. The Eagles survived the game. Cowboys dominated the game. Yes, indeed. That's the difference right there. Woo, woo. Yes, indeed, man. We're moving right along, boy. We're moving right along with this. And I love every bit of it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell y'all, back in 2014, I like going back into the past and just talking about a few things, right? What if I told you guys that particular team that year, the quarterback only threw for 300 yards one time? One time. The running back, 1,800 yards on the ground. We were efficient on offense. We were able to get the lead, maintain the lead, or what have you. We wasn't undefeated that year, but we was efficient. We had a plan, and the only god doggone thing, is that we didn't have this kind of caliber of defense. So let us continue to be efficient. We got the defense now. Let's stop sullying it, right? And let's just continue to be efficient. It don't matter. See, when you get into a race, right? You try to pace yourself, right? And then you pick up things along the way. Don't try to be too fast. Don't try to be too slow off the gate too. But this is a marathon. Pace yourself, baby. Everything gonna work its way out. Everything gonna work its way out, baby. It is. It will. And we're gonna get to the Niner talk and all of that stuff. I'm just going down my timeline, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for helping the brother out. And the highest graded offensive player, week 4, is Tyler. 93.7. The fan. The law fan. That sounds like a radio station. 93.7. Hot jams. All right. And then Brandon Ayuk, who we will see next week, is 93.4. He's a threat to be dealt with, you know. But it is what it is. Frisco. Tell them, Law Nation Sports. Appreciate you, Frisco. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my dog, my guy. Yeah, yes, indeed. Let's listen in to these boys over here, because what I want to do here is we're gonna do this first. We're gonna do this first. Then we'll segue into that. That would be better. So if you guys haven't heard of Brian Baldinger, he talks glowingly of the offense. He talks glowingly of the defense. But when we think about the Cowboys in general, we are scoring. We are still scoring. We are fourth in scoring. Point score, we are fourth in scoring, right? So it's not about how, you know, as long as the food is good, just eat the food. Some people want to get all into the ingredients, man. What you put in here, what you put in there, you know what I'm saying? Grandma, that's why Grandma didn't give y'all the ingredients. Grandma put her foot in it. That's why it tastes so good. That's where they get their saying from. Because she's not finna give you the recipe. She just put her foot in it. And if you ain't if you ain't the daughter, 9 times out of 10, you will not get those recipes. She won't give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you are what they say, the daughter-in-law, and if you ain't, good with grandma, she ain't going to give you that recipe. She going to go to the grave with that doggone sweet potato pie recipe. With that doggone pecan pie recipe. So she putting her foot in it, and it just tastes good, right? Toenails and all, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing with y'all. But we got the 4th ranked points scored team in the National Football League. Points allowed. First. Points allowed. First. It's hard to score on the Cowboys. In order to score on the Cowboys, it's going to take explosive plays, blown coverages, which will happen, and on top of that, just generic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Player running into your player. Efficiently moving and thriving and going down the field on a consistent basis ain't happening. And the only kryptonite thus far been running quarterback. Josh Dobbs. He's been the only guy that can crack the code. And sometimes you have that. Hey, and I'm not saying that we got Tom Brady over here, but I'm quite sure when Tom Brady look in the mirror, he say, damn, I lost to Eli. The guy look like he got drool spit coming out of the side of his mouth, right? Sometimes you just go up against certain people, and man, it's just what it is. Leon says, many a family rifts be over those recipes. They'll fight tooth and nail, man, over that recipe, man. Man, that sweet potato pie is good, but it ain't no granny's pie. You know what I'm saying? Fall says, what's up, Law? I see our team so far this season is when we are focused, we are the best team. No one can beat us. When we lose focus, Arizona poop show. Can I make a counter?
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Y'all be sure to hit the like, share this content. To a degree of me, we were like that last year. We went into Buccaneers land and destroyed those boys, didn't we? Destroyed them. And I said this to y'all, man. The only team that can beat the Cowboys are the Cowboys. What we did to Minnesota last year destroyed them. Nobody destroyed Minnesota like we did. I think the Eagles played Minnesota this year too, right? But the last loss they received from us was like 40-3. Eagles struggled against the Minnesota, right? So when we destroyed, I think it was the Colts or something like that. But what happens sometimes, we would lose focus, man, and false, man, I feel you on that. When we got into that doggone Niners game last year, and we going to bring this up a little later on, but we didn't have no scheme, no point of attack. We got too political hungry with the ideal of, hey, Malik Davis. Everybody was ready to crown Malik Davis and give him all type of flowers. People were this close last season to say, hey, let Malik Davis be your RB2 at times, right? Or let the Tony Pollard and Malik Davis administration go forward from here on out. And I get those people too, right? But for us to go into this game, 49ers last year in the playoffs, to not have a plan of action. And for me, and y'all remember, it was a short week, and this is just my thoughts. It was a short week, and the coaching staff still had to do interviews. And I like the way Dan Quinn said, well, hey, I'll interview with Denver after this. I don't want to mess this up. But when Kellen Moore did that interview, I'm not saying that I'm putting that on him, but it's already a short week. You're already limited with your knowledge and information. And I'm not saying that Kellen Moore threw those interceptions, but man, when we went in that game, what we did was we shortchanged ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because our plan was, hey, we're going to hit Tony Pollard underneath. I'm thinking for them right now. Hopefully that was going to be their game plan. But what happened when he got knocked out of the game? They had nothing. They didn't have, they probably planned for one thing, and that one thing was A. But they didn't plan for what happened if A goes away. What do you do next? Oh, let's put Zeke at center, right? Come on, man. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. I'm telling people right now that there are people that got interviews for tomorrow morning. Go ahead, iron your clothes right now. Lay them out. Put them out there like the first day of school. And if you got to drive somewhere, go ahead. And if it's one of those very important interviews, leave now, drive by, go ahead and find the quickest route there, right? Find another route there just in case. And if your tire pressure light on, fill your tire pressure up right now. Don't ride around with the check engine light on right now, right? Because what can go wrong will go wrong. That's Murphy Law, not what Stephen A. Smith says. And if you need to travel somewhere, it's better to get the gas the night before or the day before, not in the morning time. And if you're traveling somewhere with little ones, it's better to have the sun in front of you versus the sun behind you. Why you know these things, Law? Because the experience. It's experience that will whoop the person with all of the knowledge anytime, right? It's wisdom. Is what I meant to say. Wisdom will whoop the person with knowledge all the time. Experience is knowledge, right? And wisdom combined. Man, so I'm telling y'all life right here. You fool around and say, hey, oh, I'm good, man. And, you know, there's people right now, grown men, that don't know how to change a flat. Grown men don't know how to change a flat. Grown men don't know how to change their own oil, right? Grown men just don't know the rudiments of life. And we went into those games. We went into some of these games last year ill prepared, not ready. I saw a picture one time, man, grown man, muscles, tattoos everywhere. The girl changing the doggone tire. I saw that grown man. He was scratching his head. He didn't know how to change a tire. He done jacked the car up first and got the four-way in his hand and wondering why he can't break the nut loose, right? Systems and orders. It don't matter how smart you are. Do you have any wisdom inside of you? You know? You got all those muscles. Got the car halfway off the ground and he trying to change the tire. Can't get it broken loose. Yeah, she had to say, I'll change it. Shoot. All right, let's listen to this right here. Appreciate y'all, man. I got my guy, Brian Baldinger. He does a great job of breaking this down.
Speed.
Can y'all hear the audio?
Combined with relentless effort kept the Patriots out of the end zone all day. I mean, here, Michael wins easily. Now Mac Jones is under pressure to make this throw to Gesicki. He's got a chance. Not perfect. All right? We saw constant pressure. No center wants to see this. None.
Man, what gap is that, ladies and gentlemen? What gap is that? I'm going to test y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Bear 24 says that's why they got triple A's out there. Yeah. Yeah, what gap is that? We got double A gap, we got B gap, and we got C is forever. Right? Where Parsons going to run through. Let's listen.
They don't know where he's going. There he is, coming right up the middle. Now, Mac Jones makes a pretty good throw right here. One of the few. But the pressure was relentless. Like right here.
Yes, indeed. All right, so the center is in between what gap? It's not B. Yes, indeed. Let's go. So when we out here and we talking numbers and stuff, we talking gap exchange, we talking about squeezing down inside. I want us to be the most knowledgeable fan base out here. I want us to understand that when you plan, is he playing full body or half body right now, ladies and gentlemen? What is his setup? What is his combo right here? Where is his release off of this stance right here that Brian Baldinger's breaking down?
Here he comes. And Mac Jones is just trying to get rid of the football here and can't quite get to Juju Smith-Schuster.
So let's go back to this right here. Because
one of the few.
I'm going to rewind this one right here.
Pressure was relentless.
Half.
Like right here.
What is he going to attack? He's attacking chest or hands. Which one he's exposing? Which one he's knocking away? And where is his shift and his hip quickness is at? You know what I'm saying? Inside. Okay, appreciate you, Randall. Man, woo! We got some knowledgeable fans out here, baby. Yeah. Look at that disengage. Fight through the hole. You don't, hey, just because he holding don't mean he going to get the call, ladies and gentlemen. Fight, continue to swipe through, knock those hands out the way. Disengage. They ain't calling them. There's a hole right there. There's a flat out hole. But, hey, he don't stop his feet. He's not looking back for the aficionados. I'm fighting through that. I still got a chance. I know that the opposition is against me. I know that the world is against me. I know that I'm never going to get this call 9 times out of 10. I got to fight through that. I got to continue to pursue to this quarterback. I'm the lion over here. I'm the lion. I'm the beast out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do over here. We are not finna allow the aficionados to control this game.
And Mac Jones is just trying to get rid of the football here and can't.
Terrible no call.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
I'm going to let him play, though. Let's play it out.
Dante Fowler Jr. Like it was everybody. Like here he comes, turn the corner, and Mac Jones is trying to get away. Now, the Cowboys came in with 2 defensive touchdowns by the defense. And that ball is fumbled, and Leighton Vander Esch scoops and scores, and that's their 3rd defensive touchdown.
There we go.
All right, it would continue. Like right here, Deron Bland is unbelievable. Stepping in for Trevon Diggs right here on this crossing route. Like he thought he had a pick 6 right there.
Let me tell you, man, this boy,
crossing route.
Look at that closing speed right here. The only way a quarterback in high school, this separation, college, this separation, and any other game, this is separation. You got to step on this dude. You can put a small Honda between these 2 guys right here, right? But this is why that 4.3, 4.4 speed is very important, and size is great too with him. Pause just in case we hit somebody on that. But size is important too because he's going to squeeze down on the ball right here and force it out. Watch how he squeeze down on it.
Like he thought he had a pick 6 right there.
Yep.
But hang around.
Hang around.
It might be coming. In fact, it is right here. Here he is again, Kendrick Bourne. I don't know what Mac Jones is thinking about. I have no idea what he's thinking about. How anybody would think about, like, okay, getting outside the pocket here and throwing back.
Oh, they playing man or zone?
Back across your body, across the field with Deron Bland.
Sha! Give me that.
I mean, that's 2 defensive touchdowns this year off interceptions for Bland. All right? Deion Sanders once told me the only good defenses are scoring defenses.
Yeah.
Well, here's pressure right here.
Shout out to you, C. Nicks. Cover 4.
Right here. Here comes the MPP. Now he's in full gallop right here chasing Mac Jones. And that's J-Ron Kurtz right in front of him.
Eee! Is this going to be picked off? Look at this, man, pursuit. This is why I say, and I could be, 1,000,000% wrong on this, ladies and gentlemen. But if your quarterback is not athletic, if you a quarterback that's saying that I'm going to just kill the Cowboys by picking them apart, by throwing from inside the pocket. Inside the pocket, yeah, you can climb the pocket, but we got guys that can push the pocket back a little bit, and this dude is a 4.3 guy. That's why he's the MPP. I don't know what I don't know what MPP stands for, but I think he's MVP. What do MPP stand for from Brian Baldinger's vernacular? You know what I'm saying? But that's why when you run a 4.3 I think that even Sam Williams runs a 4.4. Law is gonna kill you with technicality, with hand placement and disengaging. Most practical player, appreciate you. Most player pressured, MPP, yes indeed. Michael Problem Parsons. Oh, Michael Parsons Problem. Okay, I love that. I love that vernacular there. All right, so yeah, this is dope right here. Curse is never gonna have something this easy as this right here. He literally threw it right to him.
They can't believe he threw the ball right to him, like right to him under that pressure.
Ah, Hurst, that's a pick six.
Pressure. Like they can't believe that they dropped it. He
Kurt,
threw the ball right to him.
Kurt's doing a Noah Brown impression. Do the Noah Brown impression.
That's J-Ron Kurtz right in front of him.
Do the Luke Schoonmaker impression.
He threw the ball right to him. Like right to him under that pressure. Speed and pressure. Like they can't believe that they dropped it. But it would continue. The pressure would continue. Like right here. Jordan Lewis says, no, you go over to this side. Go cover the bunch. Juju's over there.
Yeah.
You get him. All right? And here you go. Deron Bland.
You got to be disciplined.
Interceptions in 16 games. Got 2 defensive touchdowns. Guy's a machine. The Cowboys' pressure machine and speed made the Patriots look like they didn't belong in the same field.
He ain't lying.
Man, it's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, that when you have that ability. All right, so the Niners, it's not a walk in the park, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them. I tend to do that Wednesday, but since we've been on this stay with the Cowboys versus Niners thing, and they the last two to give us losses or what have you. They didn't beat us down. They didn't blow us out. And they personnel only changed by a little bit. They got a better interior guy now, right? They do. They got a better interior guy now. But we faced him before. Now, I'll be a fool to say, man, yeah, we faced him before, but he didn't have Bosa on the other side of him, right? Let me tell you how much an interior play works. Who remember last year, ladies and gentlemen, that when you had dogs that's down inside for the Eagles, that there were content creator or my guy LB, Lord Brunson, he had the nerve to say that Hassan Reddick was better than Michael Parsons. That wasn't the case nor the scenario. You know why that was? Because the doggone Eagles had great interior movement. They had great interior movement that made Hassan Reddick look very dynamite. Their defense not the same anymore like it was last year. They tied for 11th on defense. They tied for 11th. The game is won and lost down in the trenches, and it helps the outside edge guys. Let me know if anybody's making that utterance now that Hassan Reddick is better than Parsons. Can't find that person. They David Blaine up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I said this in context to this right here. The Niners are very efficient. They don't care about the outside noise. Why? They've been running this program for many a moons the way they want it. When Kyle Shanahan got over there, it wasn't, hey, we'll take you for the job, But you got to have this offensive coordinator, or you got to have this defensive guy, or you got to have that. They sat down in a room and said, hey, let me run my system. Let me run what we do. And as good as that looks on paper right here, 58 points allowed, third in the National Football League. Points scored, third. 4-0 record. Number 2 offense. Number 1 defense. First overall in most metrics. The only thing bearing them down is special teams. And we're going to talk about that. They got an iffy punt kicker, but he can still coffin corner that thing. They got an iffy returner, Ray McCloud. My brother goes into sweats when Ray back there, So that's their foreseeable weakness is right there at 20th. But they are efficient. And it's a major difference on their offense and their defense versus that team. And then we look back at us. We can get things going. Special teams, defense, offense. Come on, step it up, baby. We 12th there. We got to get a little lower from a metrics aspect. We do.
Johnson, how much truth is there to this narrative?
I think it's a lot of truth, Skip, and you know that. I mean,
the narrative is who's more physical? Who's more physical? And let's listen to this guy who played in the National Football League. Oh, Choctaw, yeah. I'm gonna provide the context on who they play. Hey, don't take away them all from me though, Choctaw. I was gonna try to say that as a last, man, you took a little thunder from me, but let's listen to these. Man, come on, let's fast forward. Where the time machine at? I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear that rebuttal. Man. We're gonna open up the phone lines, man. Hey, Skip, we down. Look how this world fell down to this point right here that we listening to what Skip had to say to defend the star. And that's the most fickle. He's one of the most fickle guys out there. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go, baby. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. Woo. 657-390-7391. Make sure
there are 3 participants.
You save that number.
All participants are muted.
Shout out to you. Prize Picks. Check out the information in the description box. Use promo code LAW. Let's go. From the 210, Doc, you in. Doc, from the 210. And Doc, I said put the pads on. Doc went and got and put the pads on. That's what he did. From the 214, my guy Darius, you're live on the Nation.
You know I stay ready, Freddie. What's happening, big dog?
All is well, man. All is well, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
So I want to ask you a question. I know I asked you a similar question Sunday, but I'm going to ask you this question this way. Is Mike McCarthy's play calling everything you thought it would be? Be honest.
I said this. I think I said this already. Yeah, I do like the ideal of death of 1,000 cuts. What we doing, taking what the opposition is giving us, killing them underneath, is being efficient in this level. We 3-1. I would say this, even against the Cards, we still were efficient until we got inside that red zone there. And those are things that we're going to have to improve on.
No, what I'm asking is it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah.
When you was envisioning.
Yeah,
is
everything everything principle concepts. Hey, when they play in that club that umbrella look, we're attacking underneath the umbrella, and then when they are fools enough to go single high safety, you saw how Dak Prescott 1, 2, 3 got the ball out to CD Lamb for a touchdown, got him up out of that look. So teams can't go cover one, they ain't going single high.
Okay, so what's the game plan this week?
Game plan this week, hey, set the tone by running the ball to open up the pass, and then continue to do the same game plan that we had last week on the actual defensive side of the coin and offense. Stop the run, force them to throw the ball. We want Purdy to try to throw the ball on us. That's what we want, and then we want to kill him with the death of 1,000 cuts. Play the field. Sometimes the punt would be the best play.
I'm going to leave y'all with this famous quote from Alexander the Great. I don't fear an army of lions who is led by a sheep, but I do fear an army of sheep led by a lion. Which one is Mike McCarthy? Because we can yell and shout. Ain't enough team spirit in the world. We can say Cowboys this, Cowboys. We can say all this Cowboy shit. But if Mike McCarthy is a sheep, we gonna be at the house. So my goal for the team, if anybody impedes my goal for the team, which is to get to a Super Bowl, I'm going to speak out about it. So like I said, which one is Mike McCarthy? That's what this whole season is going to be based upon. And I'll leave you with that.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know, Darius, boy, I don't even know, man, but hey, it is what it is. All right, we got the 832. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, Law?
Nothing to it.
Here from Houston, Texas, man. Long-time Cowboys fan. You know, I'm still salty about that playoff game from 2 years ago. I was at that game, and I went with one of my cousins who's a 49ers fan. Same shit last year. You know, the game was close. They're talking about today on Skip Bayless that McCaffrey would, you know, all these yards. You got to fear McCaffrey. You got to fear Deebo Samuel. But we held them all in check last year in the playoffs.
Yes, indeed. We held them boys in check. But let me hit a Darius on you. I got this right here from the famous words of Law Nation. Fear. What you gonna do? Face everything and run? You know what I'm saying? Or face everything and rise? Or are you gonna forget everything and run? Which one's you gonna do? Fear. Which one you go? What fan are you? Are you facing everything and rising, or are you facing everything and running, or forgetting everything and running? Which one are you, man? What side of the fence are you, bro? What side of the fence are you on?
Well, listen, man, I'm always optimistic with everything. I know we have a deep team. You know what I'm saying? When Trayvon Diggs went down, that kind of killed my buzz that weekend. My 49ers cousin is who broke the news to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I told him right there, I said, man, look out for DeRon Bland. And now he's like, okay, yeah, I know who Bland is. I'm like, okay then. And this time we got Stephon Gilmore on the other side. Okay, this is a big time upgrade from last year. We're gonna hold Ayuk and Deebo to under 50 yards each. That's a promise. I got the Cowboys winning this game 20-13.
All right, let's go, man. 20-13. Put the reverse-a-con on them because they won 19-12 last year. So let's do it back to them, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Let's go. Good call from him, man. I got my guy, Bro G, man. You're live on the Nation, man, from the 510. Which one are you, man? Which fear are you?
Oh, shoot, run right into it, buddy.
You run right? Oh, okay.
Fear itself, right? Run right into it.
Run right into it. Forget everything and run, or Face everything. No, you face
through it.
Face everything and rise. That's the better way. Just face everything and rise. Which one are you, man? You gonna rise up to the occasion, right? Let's go.
Yea, till we walk through the valley of shadow of death.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta say. Yea, till we walk through the valley of shadow of death. Everyone knows the rest of that verse.
Yes.
The Lord will provide a dinner right in front of your enemies. That's what this week is going to be about, man.
Yeah.
You just got to stay focused.
The conference has been locked.
I'm out here from the back. I get a little emotional, but, I'm going to keep it. The last 2 years, I've been talking a little bit too much. Hey, this is it, bro.
This is it right here, man. Shoot, it's over there where your neck of the woods is, bro. Let's go, man. Let's get this thing going.
But I got a little nugget for you.
Talk to me, man.
Since I live out here in the Bay, the weather is going to be hot. We got a heat wave going on out here in the Bay Area. So, what is your version of hot out there in the Bay? 90 degrees.
Oh man,
it's hot.
Shoot, man, that's winter out here.
Our 90 degrees is different though. It ain't the same like it is in Vegas and our 90 degrees is the equivalent of in the South, your part of
in Texas
country is like 100 degrees. Our 90 degrees actually feels like your 100. It's hot. It's a little bit when it gets 90. It's really hot. It's really hot out here because we're by the ocean, so it gets more humid. So I don't know how they're going to handle their practices this week.
Yeah.
Right now,
it's a night game too. It's a night game too.
Yeah, it's a night game. It's going to be heated up, but I'm talking for practice week. I don't know if they. It's gonna be. They ain't used to this kind of heat, so I don't know how they're gonna be able to focus and practice. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a mental challenge just to prepare this week for the Cowboys if it's gonna be this hot. Because we ain't used to this kind of heat out here, and I know the players ain't. They've been together for a while, so I know that they probably ain't used to this kind of heat this late in the year. So that could work in our favor. Oh yeah. That's a little nugget. It's gonna be 90 degrees out here all week. So. But I seen Frisco out there in Texas. It looks like we have some thunderstorms. So we got an indoor facility, so that's not going to affect us. But Niners, they don't got indoor. Their facility is strictly outdoors all season long. So they can't escape the heat this week. So
we're gonna continue to bring it then, bro. G, man. One more point before I let you rock.
We just gotta play discipline this week, though. Like you said, you know what? You're right. We gotta make Brock beat us. We gotta make him
make Brock do it.
With his arm. And if we go back to last year and watch how the Raiders played them, we need to play exactly how the last year Raiders played 49ers last year. Yeah. And they had Brock on the run. They had him running the other direction. And he was just throwing up interceptions. Now, that's the thing about Brock, man. You know what they say, it's better to be lucky than good. He gets very lucky when it comes to interceptions. I've seen him since last year throw straight up interceptions, and it's directly in their hand, and they just drop it. We dropped 4 interceptions last year in the playoffs. Am I correct? We dropped
we dropped it, man. We dropped 2 of them, man, for sure. I think Diggs had them 1 and Bland had them 1.
Yeah,
and we dropped ours, and they caught theirs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I appreciate you, bro. G, keep holding it down for us.
Yes, sir, brother. Hey, God bless you, brother.
Most certainly, man. Appreciate it, man. It's Bro G, y'all. I mean, shoot, we dropped ours. They caught theirs. That's the difference of the game right there, But, look, Dak, you just do what you just did last week, and everything else will work its way out. Trust me, we play the fields, and everything will work its way out. Hey, y'all think I'm lying? Shoot. And we inside the 20, I ain't going to get mad at 3. I want 6, but I ain't going to get mad at 3. I ain't gonna get mad at 3. Y'all acting like the doggone Niners done blew us out, 30-0 or something. Y'all acting like the Niners did what we did to the Patriots last week, and what we did to the Jets, and what we did to the Giants week 1. That's how y'all be acting, man. The last 2 times we played the doggone Niners, the first time, 14 penalties. Nobody in the history of the NFL and playoff won a game with 14 penalties, and we were still within arm reach. And if Jerry Jones were wise and put some doggone curtains up, man, Cedric Wilson would have caught that ball. He had the doggone sun. He fighting the sun and trying to find the ball. But I know y'all say, hey, those are just excuses, man. That's context, baby. Shoot, put some doggone curtains up, but we ain't gonna have no issue with the sun in this game because we gonna be in California, you know. But and it's gonna be nighttime for your mind. But I got Glenn Law, man, in the house, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's good, Law? Thanks for taking the call, man. Good to hear.
All is well,
good to hear you again today.
Yes,
so listen, I think there are a lot of Cowboys fans who think they're Cowboys fans, but they're really quarterback fans. And what I mean by that, you look at Dak's stat line on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That was an amazing game. I mean, his stat line was ridiculous. I mean, what was his rating, like 112 or 114, something like that?
Well, I think it was 108, and then I didn't see. I watched the game on mute, so then I go back and watch the game again, and it was good for the here. Even the announcer said, "Man, this guy's smoking. He's 16 for 18. That's crazy good." But keep going.
It's absolutely insane. So basically, maybe 6 or 7 passes hit the dirt all day. Now, I think the problem is that a lot of people, they want to win a certain way.
Right.
And if they can't win that way, they think that there's something wrong. But what they don't understand is the way Dak's being used this year, that's the way Dak should be used. We're now using him the right way.
His entire career.
Death by 1,000. Yeah, say it again.
We should have been using Dak like this his entire career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that, you know, people fail to realize. I was telling LB, you know, we in this group chat, and he's trying to, you know, take away what Dak Prescott can do. And I said, man, I seen Dak Prescott throw for 502 yards in the game. I seen this dude throw for 37 touchdowns in the season. That's not the situation of what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's about what this team can do when you add all of those things together. If we're efficient enough, and all we need to do is work on red zone, and technically we did that last week, because if you really contextualize, because they didn't count that as a red zone score for CD Lamb because they was at the 22 or 23 yard line. That was, hey man, hey, it's a touchdown. That's all I count. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't even been a red zone situation and scenario. But I get it. People gonna talk and do their thing. But keep going.
Yeah. So 2 quick things, and I'm gonna let you go. I've noticed these are the 2 big differences from what I've seen on offense last year. Defense, we're on point. I got really nothing to say. But on offense, one thing I've noticed, if we get up by 10 points on any team, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
You can't come back and win. And the reason why you can't come back and win is because this team is so efficient on offense that you're going to leave holes in the defense. And if you try and come up, just like you said before I got on, good night. It's going to be Brandon Cooks deep. It's going to be CD deep. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So that's number one. If we get up by 10, it's a ball game. The second thing that I've noticed, and I don't hear too many people talking about this, the number of 3-and-outs. I think the Cowboys, correct me if I'm wrong, but at this stage of the game, they have to have among the least number of 3-and-outs that I've seen on offense. I think that's an underrated stat, because if I have drives that are sustained over long periods of time, that means I have the ball and you don't. And so the only way that you can beat me is if I turn the ball over, or if you score touchdowns on every possession. In order for you to do that, I have to have a breakdown on defense, or you have to get out of character and abandon your playbook. So I guess my point is that I think Mike McCarthy and this coaching staff have done an excellent job in addressing what the issues were last year, which is Kellen Moore had a boom or bust offense, and then when the pass protection breaks down on these long developing routes, and the protection will break down when you go to face playoff teams, Dak has no outlets and no options, whereas now he's got options from the jump. And so, listen, Mike McCarthy, I don't care what anybody says, he addressed the issue. And I'm telling you right now, this team will beat San Francisco, because I actually think this is a better football team. But at the end of the day, I think there are just too many fans who get caught up in the fantasy. They want They want to be celebrated by the punditry, but it's never going to happen. They don't like that, and that's fine. But that's a personal issue. I just don't want Cowboys to fall into that trap. Cowboy fans, just don't fall into the trap. It's not worth it. But that's all I got. Thanks for taking the call, and I'll keep listening.
No doubt. That's Glenn Law, y'all, man. You know, and I get it. You know, people personally don't like the guy. And I don't know what he did. He, took the girl, or, he skipped him in line when he was in college. I don't know, but people, it becomes a personal thing, because I've never seen any quarterback in the history of the NFL to be ridiculed this way, right? Like to the point in the degree of things. Like, I get the Kirk Cousins thing that people say with the stat lines for your mind, but the win-loss ratio is not there, right? And on top of that, Kirk Cousins, he don't even beat Dak Prescott when they face head off or head to head. So I don't even see those type of things. We can count on our hands how many times we always been in games with him. We don't. You can count on your hand, literally, how many losing seasons the man had. So I don't understand the reason why you would dislike a quarterback that's pretty much getting you into a situation whereas you don't have back-to-back losing seasons and you always are even in the thick of it. So now that you finally got some defenses here like what we seeing now, and you adding some weapons to the outside, let this thing go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go and let it grow. So I think that the Cowboy fandoms, what happening is that they took all of what the 4-ladder, the 3-ladder network's been saying, they compile it, they digest it, and they regurgitate it. And they don't be happy about their own wins, right? Like, it is what it is. Like, by the Cowboys being horrible according to the 4-ladder, 3-ladder network, it's in red zone, it literally gave the Miami Dolphins a pass, right? Miami Dolphins just got blown out. Ain't nobody talking about that, because now they can heal and recover, and they can just talk about the Cowboys' red zone inefficiencies. They don't talk about the Dolphins being a team that got blown out. Just like they didn't talk about the fact that the Dolphins put up all of those scores last week because they were so busy talking about the Cowboys losing, right? So here you got two unique situations that rarely get any type of movement because of the Cowboys. I can't make this stuff up. All right, I got Cowboy Dwayne, and then I have Montana. Man, you're live. Cowboy Dwayne.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for taking my call, Law.
All time, man. All time. Yeah.
First thing I have to say is about Cowboy fans have to look at it and realize this year and last year is totally different.
Right.
Because you have to understand it's different play calling. The game we played in the playoffs was only pass heavy. That's Evans Moore. I mean, even when our running back had injury, we had running back issues, they never put another running back in. They were just going pass heavy. Now, but when you got McCarthy, it's a balance. And plus, we have a committee of running backs now. So if something goes down with one, we still have a running plan and running option.
Right, an option. At least something in the mix. You know what I'm saying? To fall back on. You know.
Yeah, because you can't. You're either gonna live by the pass or you're gonna die by the pass. Mm-hmm. But you got to mix it up and have something different to throw the defense off. Yeah. You know, play action pass. Flea flicker, run around, jet sweep. I mean, it's different things that you can do to throw a defense off. But you can't compare last year to this year because we got different play calling, we have different playmakers.
Right.
And at the same time, you have to realize what your strengths are and what your strengths are not. I understand our O-line is a little banged up, but as long as our O-line can give that time to find the right man and make that pass, I'm good with it. I understand you playing against another man who is just as strong as you are, and you trying to defeat him. And whoever makes it to the NFL, they're not no slumps anyway.
Right.
You got to beat them to be on somebody's team.
Talk to me, man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be somebody to be on somebody's team. I mean, it can be the coaching or the whatever scheme they have that might fail you, but most of the guys who's out there playing football are something. Because if not, they'd be at home sitting on somebody's couch.
Yeah, he'll be at home sitting on someone's couch. But grace and mercy is not given to this team, right? Like I'm seeing, like with the Giants, for them losing last night. How many of those people gonna jump on TV and say, "Hey, man, they paying that guy $45 million, man"? It doesn't matter, whether or not the O-line breaks down. Andrew Thomas, he was a first-round draft pick. The other guy, O'Neal or what have you, Evan Neals, he's a first-round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? That's on that front five. Wide receivers, they went and drafted a guy, Jalen Hyatt. They went and put pieces around that dude, and they still lost by bad margins, right? And on top of that, the whole conversational piece, even with the Cincinnati Bengals, right? The same type of injury that Joe Burrows have is exactly what Dak Prescott had in 2021. The exact same injury. So I guess the calf leg on his leg is more valuable than the calf leg on my quarterback leg, who's supposed to be less superior than him, right? Throwing the ball.
Right.
And last I checked, they got Jamar Chase, they got T. Higgins, they have Boyd, they have a damn good running back. All of those weapons, the defense and everything, but all of a sudden they is giving grace, mercy, and a pass. Why? Because they went to the Super Bowl. Well, how did they get to the Super Bowl? Oh, that defense. But that's a whole nother storyline.
Yeah, it is. But you have to understand, though, not one man can lose a game. It's a team effort. Like last night, it seemed like the offensive line for the Giants just didn't even show up. I mean, on all faces of their game, defense, offense, special teams. I can't even believe special teams was just that bad. I'm like, really? How? But I mean, it all goes into what effort you put into it before you even get on that field. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Your preparation and your mental. Because if you don't think you can do it, your body ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this game here. San Francisco really ain't played nobody. So, this game, this weekend is going to be a measuring stick for both of us. Because they can say we ain't played nobody, and we can look at them and say, y'all really didn't play anyone. You know what I'm saying? So, this is going to be the measuring stick, and you can't compare last year to this year because we're totally different. We got a totally different game plan, and it's just totally different. We don't have that gunslinger mentality. We got to keep it balanced, and we're going to pick our choose, and whatever the defense gives to us, we're gonna take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't force anything and just take it, man. Hard fought game, bro. Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard fought. So I'm not saying us to be blowing us out. We're gonna blow them out, but I'm saying we're gonna win. And it's gonna be a close game. So I give it 24-21. Because there ain't no slump on offense because you got Christian McCaffrey. He's a beast. But our defense is willing to take care of that. So. It ain't gonna be easy.
No doubt.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Appreciate you, Cowboy Dwayne, man. Appreciate you, bro. Salute.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, man. And here's how I'm looking at it. The phone lines are locked right about now. You got to jump in, get in. Once it get to about 15 people, man, we lock it. I can't keep going with it. 35, 80 people in the phone queue. But once we get to 15, we locking it up. So here's my thoughts on this. It's the exact same story week to week. Saquon Barkley. Y'all got to play Saquon Barkley. Then after we play Saquon Barkley, hey, man, that's good and all, but, hey, Breece Hall, look what they did to the Bills. Breece Hall and Dalvin Cooks. Oh, man, look what they did to the Bills. The team that gave us all type of fits on the run game was the mannequin guy. You know what I'm saying? Dobbs, man, not Lou Dobbs, Josh Dobbs and James Conner. They killed us. But then there was a third of the Cowboy Nation. Hey, man, we lost, man, but watch out for Zeke. Zeke finna come out here and put up 120 yards on y'all, 2 touchdowns. I don't think Zeke even scored a touchdown yet with the Patriots. But Zeke is going to do X, Y, and Z. Zeke, watch out for Zeke. Is it Zeke? You know what I'm saying? 21, can you do something for me? But now he's 15 and he going to be mean. He done lost some pounds. He done cut his hair low. Y'all going to get ran over. Now, all of those people who made those comments, they can keep it moving. They move on to the next week. Now it's, hey, man, Christian McCaffrey, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Christian McCaffrey, man. He finna eat, y'all. He finna eat. Hey, y'all was saying that even when he was playing for the Panthers that year in 2021. I think he was in that game. And, hey, now maybe he got hurt in that game. But, y'all get with what I'm saying. It's always, hey, the next running back. If Brock Purdy can't run and evade and elude, he going to be looking like Daniel Jones and Mac Jones. I'm telling y'all right now. If he can't, and I'm saying it, I'm telling y'all. Brock Purdy escaped it last year off of some technicalities, and I get it, For those who say, hey, Brock Purdy, for every Brock Purdy, there's a Mark Bozier who that time finna run out, bro. He's good. He's in a great system. I'm going to give y'all that. Kyle Shanahan, he is the real quarterback whisperer. But let him hold on to that ball just a little too long. We coming, baby. If we coming, it's going to be some stuff. And I ain't trying to say, hey, he going to get hurt in these sorts of things. But it's going to be some stuff that he's going to be throwing it into, hey, some YOLO, hey, what's going on? The Giants had the Niners all the way on the ropes until the fourth quarter. And a lot of y'all didn't watch that game. I encourage y'all to go back and watch that game. The game that dude looked like last night, Daniel Jones had them boys all the way up until the fourth quarter. And I'm quite sure if they had Saquon Barkley, it would have been a little bit more interesting in that game. I'm just saying. Time is up. I got my guy from the 614. He ain't going to duck, dodge, or dip off on anything. He alive.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. I guess I'm the only one who's saying San Fran is sus. It's not that good. I've been saying it all off season, and I'm saying I don't care about they 4-0. Who they play? What offense? Oh, young Steelers that's rebuilding.
Steelers couldn't even beat the Texans, man. Where Eastside Harold at when we need him? Keep going.
My mom's a Steelers fan. My mom's a diehard Steelers fan. It's just the steel curtain.
Yeah.
She even was like, man, we got to rebuild, and it's going to hurt me to watch my team rebuild. Okay, they beat the Cardinals. We did. All right. Well,
there's a divisional game. They supposed
in
to do
the
that.
same division. They know how these people play. We don't play the Cardinals like they do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they beat the Giants. Okay. They still allow the Giants to score. We didn't.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, they got Christian McCaffrey. Then we smack around Christian McCaffrey last year in the playoffs when it mattered.
Yo.
Oh, they got Brandon Ayuk. Okay, where was he at in the playoffs?
Yep.
Oh, they got Deebo Samuel. Man, Donald hit Deebo Samuels. Hit Deebo Samuels twice. He quit. He stopped looking for the ball. I don't want that. I don't want that. Like I said, man, last year in the playoffs, I was the only one saying this. Like, come on, Kellen Moore, keep running the ball. They scared. They don't want to play Dallas. They thought it was sweet because of 2021, and we came out there punching them in their mouth. They curled up. They folded up like a wallet or a lawn chair, like you say, my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Cowboy fans, stop being scared. Your team is tough. I've been saying this all season.
Yep.
All season. Bro, they're not about to play no games. The media is lining teams up to get punched in the mouth all season.
Hey, the neutralizers.
Let's go, Cowboys Nation.
Yeah.
Stand
Appreciate
up.
you. Stand up, man. Appreciate you, my guy. That's my guy.
All right.
Choctaw, man. Y'all see him in the chat. Yes, indeed. So the neutralizer, man, is Alex Camp. If they got Alex Camp calling the game this Sunday night, man, you know, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I don't even want to even do the play-by-play because I already know how it is going to be. Kind of like, you know, every doggone play, foul, flag. You know, he need to get kicked out of the league, man. because every time we see it, I think our record is like 0-8 or something like that. Jerry Jones knew, like, damn, they send the Alex Cap crew over. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man. It's hard. Look, I'm not saying that's the reason why X, Y, and Z's happen in games, but man, I just want this game to be fair, reasonable, and within reason with balance, man. I got my guy JT, man. You're live on the Nation from the 260. What's good?
Hey, can you hear me, Law Nation?
Hey, you live, bro. Talk to me.
Hey, so I got a question for you, my guy. Like, these talking points have to at some point start making sense and add up, Law. Like, I don't know if you caught Speak yesterday. I kind of watched a little bit of it, and these dudes were going like all the way off on the Cowboys beating the Patriots, right? Talking about how like they're a bad team and all that. Mm-hmm. But and again, look, if you can refresh my memory, Law, didn't they play both the Dolphins and the Eagles, Law?
The Patriots, yes.
Yeah.
20-25, 24-17, I believe, against the Dolphins. The Dolphins barely scraped through. Yeah.
Those were not blowouts, Law. And so my question is, like, and again, I'm kind of trolling when I ask this, to be honest, but like,
yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
Do we think that the Eagles and Dolphins are like these legit teams if they can't beat a bad Patriots team, Law?
Yeah, man, the Eagles, man, you know, we'll see them week 9. If anything, the NFL it's supposed to sandwich those two games in between. You know, we should play. The NFL should have had the schedule, whereas we play the Eagles this week, and then we play the doggone Niners week 9. You know, but it is what it is at this point. We gonna see the Niners this week, and the Eagles, they gonna see us when we see them. You know what I'm saying? And then when we see them, they already know that it's all about that action, boss.
Right. And so this is another question kind of relating to the same thing. So, like, where is the narrative all of a sudden? Like, and again, like I said, I'm just trolling when I say this, to be honest, but like,
right.
Can we start now calling Jalen Hurts like the turnover-prone quarterback now, Law? Like, because Jalen Hurts has 5 turnovers. Like, he had 7 all last year. Like, we need to at some point be fair. Like, if Dak is this turnover-prone quarterback that chokes in the playoffs and all that other stuff, like, we got to at some point address the Jalen Hurts turnover issue. Like, he is turning the ball over a lot. Like, we got to be fair, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm gonna see what Hurts gonna do when we see them in week 9. You know, because this is what it's gonna be, man. They escaped the bullets, man, this past weekend with Sam Howell, you know, and I get it, you know, they had to go into overtime. I think that if the Washington team was really about that action, they should have just went for it and not take that thing to overtime. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I think they probably would have won it. It probably would have won it, man. But yeah, what else you got for the show, bro?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and in all seriousness, because I was just trolling, like I said, but like in all seriousness, though, like the Cowboys are a better team than I think people think. And that sounds silly to say because people, if people have been watching for the last 2 years, like they understand like the Cowboys are legit, like we're like that, but like for whatever reason, there's always a reason why we just can't be that good. Like there's always like, you know, for example, like the team is not good enough for facing, or that Dak is not throwing for 400 yards or some stupid stuff, like, or our running game ain't good enough. Like, there's always going to be some sort of goalpost move. Like, it makes no sense. Like, this is a legit team. Like, there has to be people's eyes have to be working, Law. Like, you can't be blind for, like, 20 years. Like, this is who we are, Law.
And that's where we are, man. It's just that, hey, we are the measuring stick. We are the conversation that leads the nation, right? So everybody's talking about red zone efficiencies and inefficiencies for the 2023 season, right? Last year it was INTs, right? And the year before that, it was yards allowed or yards given up by defensive backs. And the year before that, in 2020, it was about, hey, can you win the game without, well, you have garbage time stats, right? That word, that terminology was not created until that time frame. So every year is a new terminology, it's a new thing, a new data endpoint that everybody gonna have to start looking at. So this year is the year of red zone. Nobody care about Daniel Jones 6 interceptions and 4 fumbles. Nobody care about Jalen Hurts 4 interceptions, whatever he had, 3 or 4 interceptions and 1 fumble. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. They just care about now red zone. That's the thing now. Appreciate you for calling in.
Absolutely, Lord.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. So y'all get what I'm saying is that we determine the conversation. That's why we are the America's team. You know, because any other team, you beat a team 38-3, they ain't looking at the other parts of it. They just saying, dog, you got beat 38-3. That's the worst loss that Bill Belichick ever received in his career. Coaching. He's been coaching forever, right? We were the last team in 2 years to put 30 points up on the Jets. That ain't a easy task to do. They keep moving the goalposts. Jay Worthy, man, from the 267, and then we had the 910. You're next. Talk to me, Jay Worthy.
What's up, Law? What's up, Cowboys Nation?
Not much, bro.
How y'all feel, man?
Hey, all
Look,
is well.
I got a little pushback on my man Darius. I love his optimism, but he's looking at it from a slight point of view.
A contrarian point of view. Yeah, he's contrarian. Yeah.
When you think of the likes of Tony Dungy, Doug Peterson, Andy Reid, Sean McVay, Pete Carroll, Mike McCarthy, Sean Payton. Now, these are the last head coaches, some of them, well, the majority of them that won the Super Bowl in the last 10 to 12 years. They're not rah-rah coaches. None of them. Because the point is, coaches don't play the game. Players play the game. Now, if you got a room full of dogs, do you need your coach to hype you up? Not at all. When I played football, I didn't need my coach to hype me up. I was ready for the game because who I am. That's my personality. That's my mentality. That's what I'm going to bring to the game. I'm going to bring me, not my coach. Yeah. Coaches don't play the game.
Right.
Now they put players in position to be successful. We get that. Schematically, and all that. Coaching matters. Yes, it do. But coaching don't matter to bring my mentality out of the type of person that I am. Before Mike McCarthy, before Michael Parsons was Michael Parsons, Mike McCarthy wasn't his head coach. That's the player that he is. And Choctaw got the right attitude. When I looked at that first game of us against the Giants, Law.
Right.
When you looked at our defense, what did you think?
I mean,
coming straight out the gate.
Yeah, the defense flying, bro. The defense doing this thing. And you talking about the first game, yeah.
Yeah. You ain't think the San Francisco 49ers watched that game too? They watched that game. The world watched that game. They see the Dallas Cowboys defense.
Right.
They know they ain't playing. They ain't playing. Okay, we dropped the ball on the Cardinals. All right, we all have a game like that, just like you mentioned. Listen, they put up 30-something points on that 2000 Ravens team.
Yeah.
And that's one of the elite defenses that we're still talking about to this day.
Yeah, it has stinkers,
the Legion of Boom.
Yep.
Sorry, Law. Go ahead, Law.
No. You're right. You in your bag, man. Yeah. So, The 2000. I'm not saying that we are that team, but somebody did put 36 points on them, to win that game, and that's just how it goes, bro. You ain't look, people. The 72 Dolphins, the NFL made sure that probably won't happen again. And the 2011 or something like that. Patriots, man, they ain't gonna happen again. That is not finna happen again. If you think, like the Eagles fan, if y'all think y'all finna go undefeated all the way through, I got land on the moon for sale, discount price. You know what I'm saying? Come on, just send it over to me. And also, if you think the Niners finna go undefeated, I got another one coming for you. We finna have the same record by Monday. For those who waking up on Monday, you're gonna wake up to a 4-1 Cowboys. This is what's gonna happen, bro. Oh, it's the 07 Patriots. Okay, the 07 Patriots, not the 2011 Patriots. Okay, appreciate you, JT.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That I want to land on the moon, closest towards the sun.
Yeah. It's the sun side.
I want the sun to always shine through my house.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like Cowboys Nation, we are legit. We let the pundits and the 4-letter network try to throw contamination within our thinking like our team ain't it. Our team is it. Man, a tear almost dropped from my eyes when I saw us beat the Giants down like that. And then we come back and do the Jets the same way. And then we come back and do the Patriots the same way. Bill Belichick don't got the type of players that he used to have. We know he ain't got that. But that is a defensive, disciplined team, and you don't beat the Patriots down like that. You don't. But they don't want to talk about that. All they want to talk about is the negative and the inefficiencies of the Dallas Cowboys, and especially Dak Prescott. Why? Because it brings in ratings. But they don't want to talk about the real stuff, but y'all do. And so Cowboys Nation, don't let them contaminate your mind.
Yeah.
Cowboys are him. We going to go in there Sunday. When the last time we lost Sunday night? I can't remember.
I don't know, man. I'm just knocking on some of this wood over here. Appreciate you for calling in, Jay Worthy, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I'm hyped.
Yes, indeed, man. Come on with it, man. Salute, bro.
All right.
Yes, indeed, man. All right, we rolling. We got the 9-10. You win.
There you go.
I don't know, man. I'm just knocking. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Baby. That's why I like law.
Yes, indeed. You live now.
I don't know. We just knocking on wood. Cause we got look, boys, to the next game. I felt that.
Yeah. Hey, turn me down on the background. Turn your radio down. Yeah, let's go with it. Turn your radio down. Hear reverb.
I love you.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna circle back. I love you too. I love you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I got the 815. Brandon, you're live. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. I hear you.
Okay, because I just want to say this, Law. Like, I just hope we be careful because we're going to start to become the very thing we hate. I want to ask Law because this is kind of breaking news to me. Mm-hmm. Because last year when the defense was carrying us it was 5 particular games.
Okay.
That Dax fans would love to say we got carried in. And now, because my argument has always been, please let's run the ball and win with our defense. But now all of a sudden that a certain person don't have the stats to back up their top 5 argument, it's okay to win with defense. So I just rhetorically to Dak fans, has it always been okay just to win games? I certainly remember last year when just winning wasn't good enough. We had to win with style points. Now
wait, Brandon. Wait. Hold. Now, what are you trying to imply here? Because I just want to win. I don't care. Remember, wait a minute now. Remember we were talking about Texiana and hey, a win is a win. I don't care how she looked with one eye with 3 teeth. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out with her because hey, I'm getting me something. You know what I'm saying with Texiana. So that was my thought track last year. A win is a win is a win. Now when we went into the Niners game last year. Who was more prepared? The Cowboys defense. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get this out. Let me get this out. Let me squeeze this one out, man. Let me squeeze this one out. Who was more prepared from your knowledge of it? Was the Cowboys defense more prepared against the Niners, or the Cowboys offense more prepared against the Niners? Go.
Law, I don't even have to answer that question. Your coach answered it for you. The coach blabbered out his mouth. We look nervous. So
wait. That's 2021. That's 2021. That's not 2022. You going back 2 years ago. He said that they was nervous.
Who looked more prepared?
Who's more prepared last year in the playoff versus those 49ers?
They clearly were more prepared.
The defense, right? The defense versus the Niners. They took away, they exiled Christian McCaffrey. They limited my guy, Brock Purdy. You know, the boy Wanda over there. They did what that was necessary to win that game. Now, on the flip end of it, that illegal play did change the fortunes of the game with that Kittle's play. And on top of that, the sure INT that my guy Bland could have had, that could have changed a few things. But we can't put that on him because the defense did what they supposed to do. Now, as far as the offensive philosophy, yes, Dak Prescott, I didn't know a grown man could lay an egg, but he did. He laid an egg on that because of the fact that he threw the ball which caused the turnovers. But before that time frame, we can clearly see that we didn't have a plan of action to attack the doggone 49ers. Because if I ask you what was the strategy on how we attacked the 49ers, you can't give it to me, right?
Of course not. But now I'm gonna go back to what I was saying because Law moved the goalpost.
Wait a minute, where did I move the goalpost? I just put my foot down. I just put my foot down.
We clear on this. Then Law moved it. See, Law from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. I know about the Mississippi boys. I just want to make sure we clear because what I mean by that is they slick. I know them. They slick. All I'm saying is Law moved the goalpost. But I'm going to go back to what I said. I just said, when is it okay to – it was just okay to win. Because we didn't feel like that last year. Honestly, I'm not sure that we really feel like that because I think Dak fans want Dak to be putting up Star Wars numbers and be 3-1. Real Cowboy fans have been saying this for the last few years. We need to run the ball and play defense because we have a great defense. I want to also point out, Dak fans really stop saying the 3-letter and 4-letter network. Law have cornered the market. There's a great phrase, but Dak fans love the 3-letter and 4-letter network. They love them. So all I'm gonna say is, look, guys. I truly believe this game against the 49ers not even really finna be close. I think we're going to blow them out. But I'm going to wait till Friday to get a prediction. All I'm saying is, guys, let's keep that same energy. I know people like Warehouse Queen and VIP Plus, they were singing a different tune last year, but now this year it's all about let's just get the W. Although I've been saying it for the last 2 years, but I should find another team because Dak ain't the greatest quarterback. All I'm saying is let's stick to what we're doing. I think also health is going to play a major part in what we're doing.
Boy, appreciate you, man, for calling in. Man, appreciate you, man. Remember, wait to the playoff time, bro. Wait to playoff time. Salute. Go ahead. Let me hear you say it.
You know you moved the goalpost. Oh, man. How about them Cowboys? And shout out to Loud Nation, but I see you moved the goalpost.
This dude right here. I'm gonna say this again. And last year, I didn't say the prayer correctly because you said act specific what you want. And I said last year I pray to God that Dak Prescott go to the Super Bowl and lift up that trophy. And lo and behold, God answered my prayers. He went to the Super Bowl. He lifted up a trophy. So I'm going to be specific. I pray to God that Dak Prescott go to the Super Bowl and lift up that Lombardi trophy as being the winner. You know what I'm saying? See, God asked specifically, you know what I'm saying? So I'm narrowing down. And when he lift up that Lombardi trophy, the first person that I'm going to think of is Brandon. I'm definitely going to think of Brandon because this dude literally, he can't stand Ray Dakota Prescott. You know, he can't stand him. He can't. So let's go, man. I got Sanders, man. My guy from the 757. You live?
What's up, Law? What's up, man?
What's good with you, bro?
So there's a few things, basically, man. I can't wait for this game Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we got the perfect team to actually match up against the Niners.
Right.
Just like one of your callers was talking about the way that our defense started. But I'm definitely 100% on board with this defense. We look pretty locked down right now.
Yep.
The Niners, they can get physical, but also we can get physical too.
True. True.
As far as our safety play, we have statement setters like Donovan Wilson. Remember, he just hit Mac Jones. I don't know why Mac Jones tried to go head up with Donovan.
Man, he crazy out of his mind. Yeah.
He crazy. I mean, he tried it, but he definitely failed. And after that hit, his game went downhill. He was throwing the ball across the field.
Footsteps.
That man was looking crazy.
Yep.
He was definitely seeing some ghosts. I mean, but he did it to himself because he ran straight into him. What's my other boy name? J. Ron Curse?
Yeah, J. Rock. Yeah. J. Rock. Yeah.
J. Ron Curse. J. Ron will go as far, just like game one. He'll go as far just to hit your quarterback late and get the penalty. Just so you know, we finna get physical with you throughout this entire game, bro. Even before or afterwards, we don't care, man. And you don't beat on. It just kills me listening to them 4-letter networks, bro. When they be picking games, and every last one of them picked the damn Patriots and was
every last one.
Finna, it's a copycat league. They just gonna run on you, blah. That's all I heard last week. And then this week, you guys just beat up on the bad team. I'm like, here we go with this. I'm like, here we go with this shit again, man. Like, it's
every year, man.
It's every week, man.
Every week, man. Every week we hear the same song and dance, man. And anybody can just narrow down one team, fixated on it, and say, this team will not win. I guarantee you what can go wrong will go wrong. Right. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be right. Because at the end of the year, it's a crazy, ridiculous statement because there's only one team to win the Super Bowl. And you'll be right.
Right, there's only one team that's going to win.
You will be right. It's crazy, man. That's what we up against, man.
As far as, like, you guys need to go ahead and celebrate that we just gave Bill Belichick his worst loss in his career. What are we talking about? Dak Prescott was efficient.
According to them, anybody could have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize as a team, this is how you know we have a good team. Dak Prescott went out last year for 5 games, 4-1 without him.
Right.
Dak Prescott comes back in. He's back at the top of the offensive charts. This year, Dak Prescott realizes, because I know he probably looked at that film from that 49ers game and was like, man, I think I was just trying too much. Like, you know what I'm saying, to fit things where they are. He's not trying no crazy throws like that. He's just hitting the open man. This is rookie Dak Prescott that you get in when we went on that 11-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott. That you know what I'm saying? He's just doing the smart play.
Yeah, so it's also there's no 4 curls plays that's being put in there. We seeing the drag underneath. If it's one play, that I got mad at last week that they kept trying to set up was the tunnel screen, right? They're trying to set that up.
Yeah.
That's the quick out play, but that's the staple piece in the West Coast offense. You're going to see that this weekend, by the way. The orbital motion around the running back there with the receiver, outside receiver, or the other running back. Yeah, even when they go like 22 personnel or 20 personnel, you're going to see that too. So it's just the same West Coast.
With
I
think Dotto got that a few times.
Yep.
And last thing, so I can let you move on. You guys just chill out. We are a good team again. We have one flaw as an entire football team.
What's that?
We have one flaw, and that's red zone. Can you imagine? Because we're going to get better as red zone.
Yeah, it's going to get better.
Start coming back.
Yeah.
Can you realize the number that we're going to be blowing people out at? We already beating Muggs 40-0 with red zone issues. Imagine if Dak is punching those in every time we in the red zone, because we be in the red zone like 6 times a game.
Yes, indeed, bro.
And we maybe come out with a touchdown like 2. So if our defense is already gifting us 14 to 20 points
short field,
if Dak is cashing that joint, they would have to stop. They would just have to stop. The league would just have to stop us.
No doubt, bro. I'm going to let you go, man. But, Mike, man, just do me one big favor, bro. You know what I'm about to say about that smoke detector, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I know the lady's like, last time we had this conversation, the lady was saying, hey, when you go change the smoke detector, man?
Yep. You know what? I'm about to get them 9
man, everybody, man. You got them high voltage ceiling. Look, just knock it down, man. You just knock it down. Get you a dog if you worry about, the house burning down or something like that. Get you a dog, man. Dog will let you know if a smoke is in the house. But, man, change that smoke detector, bro. Everybody, because we care about you, bro. We care about you, man. You know what I'm saying? So we want you to change that smoke detector, because I tell people this all the time, too. There's nothing stronger than a weak battery on a smoke detector. That joker will beep. The world can end. That boy gonna still be beep. Beep. But I appreciate you, man. Yes, indeed, man.
I'm good one, bro.
No doubt, man. It's a good call from him, man. Good call from him. Did you change out that smoke detector? Doc, man, we back. We made it back to you, man, from the 210 you went.
Hey, what's up, Law? How you doing today, man?
Oh, man, all is well. Can't complain, bro. Talk to me.
Haven't been able to catch up with you in a couple of days. But anyway, the last time I called you, I talked to you about that red zone.
The red zone.
I mentioned something about that rookie, number 40.
Right.
Well, I see they decided to put him in the other day, and he just blew on through that hole like it wasn't even there. You understand?
Yeah.
And I can't see why they can't, why they don't use it more. You understand?
Yeah.
Because like you caller just got off the phone, like you said, had the Cowboys been scoring in the red zone all the other time. Wow, man. Blowouts would be,
Yes, indeed. The only thing is, though, is a conundrum. Teams that score 60 points are 1-7 the next game, you see. So I guess it's good that we are just keeping everything kind of like in between 30 and 40, what have you. We keep going.
Yeah. And back another thing, 2 other things I want to bring up. This Stephen A. and this, what's his name, Shannon, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be objective about things. And myself, I'm going to tell you right from what, them are haters.
Oh, my goodness.
Pure out haters, man. No ands, no ifs, no buts. I wish they had a call-in show where I could call in. But they don't know the first thing about football. He ain't never played no football. You get to ask him some things about defense and offense, he couldn't tell you the first thing, I bet.
But you know the worst thing, Doc, is the people that actually played the game that we woo, as my guy, Boss Cowboy would say, and they give validations and credence, and then they would use that as a weapon. Well, I played in the National Football League, like the Dan Orlowski's, the Shea Sharps, McCoys of the worlds, and those boys, they can say, well, we played, but just because you played doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable of that certain topic. Think of. Think of Herschel Walker, you know what I'm saying? But keep going.
And that Shady McCoy, a lot of people don't know. He was the most fumblest man it was in the Philadelphia history of football. A lot of
Yep.
people even know that, but he talks like he wasn't. He didn't commit a lot of turnovers.
Yep.
But then the last thing I'm gonna say, the Cowboys. I don't know if you know how the Cowboys got that name, America's team.
Right.
Do you know?
Hey, man.
How they got that? How that name came about?
It was supposed to be. I saw a documentary. This was, I believe, before my time though, and it was going to go to the Steel Curtains or whatever. It was going to go to the Steelers, right? But then they saw that stadium and how the hole in the stadium. Go break it down to us young folks over here. Break down how that we got the name America's team.
It's 1978.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the broadcaster's name, but it started with an F.
Yup.
This is exactly what he said. He said the Dallas Cowboys, they was a winning team at that time. He said the Dallas Cowboys are on TV more than a movie star.
More than movie star. Keep going.
So that's how he come up with this America's team.
Mm-hmm.
He calls it that, and that's how they got famous, and that's how they carried his name. I tell you what, if you want to look it up and Google it up, and you'll see what I'm coming. Just Google that up, and you'll see. Because Cowboys have had 20 consecutive winning seasons. No other team in the history of the National Football League ever do that. See, the Cowboys have done that. They've been there. They've done that. They're just trying to do it again. So, and there's no other team that's ever done what the Cowboys have done.
Yeah.
Other outside more Super Bowls. They've been to 8 Super Bowls. We got 4 Super Bowl trophies, 5 Super Bowl trophies.
Yeah, yeah.
These teams are trying to still catch the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't understand it. I don't know why they hate them. It's the old saying, the old song, what it say? Everybody loves a winner. But when you lose alone. I can't tell you.
Most certainly, man. Hey, I love talking to you, man. You give us seasonings, man. You've been there since the birth of it, right? You've been there since the birth of it.
I'm a Cowboy fan, man, all the way, win or lose, man. I mean, there's some things I don't like, but you know what? I never turn my back on them. I'm a Cowboy fan, man.
You know what? By me growing up in the '80s, Hollywood was one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I think of he was like the Parsons. Yeah, he was like the Parsons before. You know what I'm saying? He was like that version of a Parsons back in those days. You know what I'm saying?
A linebacker running kick returns off.
Yeah, just phenomenal, man. And him, Everson Walls, those were my guys, man. And of course Danny White. So I grew up during that time frame.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I understand, but like I said, I grew up with them all. When Roger Staubach and all the whole shebang. When they had Roger Cunningham and all this, and then, I know if you remember the trade, and it'll never be forgotten.
Yeah.
He traded 11 men for one man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that. The Cowboys got a whole team for one man. And who did it? Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Yeah. So you was down there when we had a chance to draft the Sweetness. You know what I'm saying? Gary Payton. You know what I mean? Walter Payton. You was a time when we had the chance to draft Walter Payton, but they went and got Randy instead.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at it this way. Either way, you really couldn't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them turned out to be stars. Both of them are Hall of Famers. I mean, it's another situation. Damn if you do and damn if you don't. But I mean, you really can't be mad at that. Because I mean, the Cowboys have had some some outstanding players.
Over the course of the years, man. Yes, indeed.
Course of the years, you understand. And then I'm gonna say this one thing, then I'm gonna get off the line, and that's about my boy. I'm a Dak Prescott. You already know that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just and I like you said, I listen to these people talk about, and they still won't give him his props. The man went 28 for 36 the other day. He only missed 6 passes. Only other person that was better than him was Purdy. He only missed 1. But man, get off his back, man. Let the man do what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna shine this Sunday.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna win. There's no doubt in my mind.
Let's go, man. Appreciate you so much. Good call.
Okay. All right, Law.
Yes, indeed. Sure enough, You understand? That's my guy right there, Doc. Called and had a great time with him. I'm gonna try Ebony one more time for the 910. You was had me on in the background. You live now. Talk to me.
Let's go, man. Appreciate you so much.
She might be gone, y'all. She gone. But appreciate you, Ebony. Just try to call back, next time we live or something like that. Shout out to Boss Cowboys Sports, man. Y'all be sure to check out his page and all what he do for the community and beyond. We'll be live a little later on tonight, and we'll do the final word, and we give the final word of the Patriots game. We go over that, and then we talk about the Niners. That's when we open up with the Niners. Me and my brother, we're going to do some stuff together all this week. With me, Ashley going to do some. Young Heavy going to do something. A guy by the name of Jesse going to do something. And Ryan G. Hensley, he's a real good Niners guy. So we're going to do some Niners content. And if you are a Niner content creator or a Niner fan that want to start, talking, jump on in, man. We normally, like I say, Wednesday on back. Let us go over what we need to go over for Monday about the team that we played, and then Tuesday we finalize everything when the all 22, and then that's been the process, y'all. We never rushed it anyway. You know what I'm saying? People think, hey man, y'all scared to go ahead and bring people on. Nah. We look, the 4-letter, 3-letter networks may be rushing it, but we got a system and a scheme going across this thing, man. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to talk so much Niners, y'all going to be tired of talking about Niners, And we're going to do the same thing from there. So Tuesday will be the last day we talk about the Niners, and then we get on to, I think we talk about the Chargers and things like that. It's a flow to it, So I appreciate everything that you guys do by helping us out with these long shows and things like that. WDM says, Law, I am so confident that with this current roster, the Cowboys will win a game against the 49ers. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I got any super chats, man, and we will get things going the best way possible. I appreciate y'all, man, so much for jumping in and being part of it. I had some other stuff that I was going to go over, but I overran my time. I went over my time already, so it is what it is, baby. Y'all know how this goes with that. Come on.
Week 5, Dallas comes to their building. In terms of who's the bully on the block game, that'll be something that on all the shows everyone's talking about. Yeah. Will it be reasonable to say whoever comes out of that game, with a nod to Philadelphia, that team will exit that game with everyone saying that's the squad right there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, because those two ball clubs mirror each other so well, right? They're both led by their defenses. Right. They're physically imposing. The pass rush can just be ferocious. Offensively, we saw what the Dallas Cowboys did offensively with Dak Prescott against a very good New York Jets defense. Right. They were very complementary as far as how it relates to their defense is concerned. Dak Prescott was very efficient. Mike McCarthy called a hell of a game. So I can't wait to watch those two ball clubs going at it, because I think that'll dictate what could possibly come down the road.
No doubt, man. Good conversational piece with that guy. Okay, y'all already got it up there on the screen. Appreciate y'all, man. We're going to go over these super chats, man, and try to get this going the best way possible. But they talking, bully is the phrase, the catchphrase.
We heard that on Saturday whenever you spoke to the team. You said something pretty similar.
We don't want to hear that. All right, cool. So y'all hear the conversational piece about, the Cowboys and the bulliness and things like that, Cowboy Nation. Let me see if I can fix this up so it can look pretty for you, But with that being said, here it is right here, bro. I'm going over these super chats, super duper chats. And is it right here? Look, boom. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Gotta make sure I get it all. I want all of you guys to get your acknowledgement for the hard donation that you guys give for the nation. Cali Cowboy says, no, let me go. Where are we at? Well, y'all send some super chats in today. All right, and it starts right here. All right, so check your Twitter and DM. Okay, I'm going to do that for the Thanos edit. Appreciate you. We pray for me in the game Sunday. We already read that one. Brandy, appreciate you. Hertz didn't have. We read that one already. False, we read that one. So I think I'm right here. Cali Cowboys says, I'm reporting right here from 49ers land, Law. The 49ers think it's a wrap. I believe they're about to get unwrapped. Let's go, man. Come on with it, man.
Damn!
Let's go. And my guy Warren Duncan with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you for the support. When Michael Parsons, this is from Dirty Sanchez, says, when Michael Parsons does his crawl, I feel like he's claiming his territory. You ain't lying, dog.
Damn!
He claiming his territory. All you need to do is lift that hind leg up, bro, and it's over with. BRM Sports Network. Y'all be sure to check them out. They do some type of sports network. Salute to them for the $4.99 for your mind. Sydney Jones also with a super chat for the $5 super chat says, force 2 to 3 outs, force 2 and 3 outs, and last year against the 49ers in the starts of the game. So what he's saying is that we forced 2, 3 and outs last year against the 49ers, so we'll be able to do even more this season, I believe. Brandon says, oh, no, this is not Brandon. It's Common Sense Lab with the $5 super chat says, Brandon, you out your damn mind 4 years now. Whereas Dak fans have been saying 25 to 30 attempts, not yards. Yes, indeed.
Damn!
I know what angle Brandon was trying to go, and he was going to the angle of Cooper Rush. You see what I'm saying? That's the angle that he was trying to go. He was trying to bring up, if we didn't care about the yards or what have you, the offense and these sorts of things, we should have just kept Cooper Rush in. But see, I already knew he was trying to go that way, so I already swerved on him. You know what I'm saying? And he forgot his whole point. And that's why he didn't get back to it. See, I already knew where Brandon was trying to go. And my other coin to that was going to say this. Last year, who had the better defense? The 49ers or the Eagles? And we seen what Cooper Rush looked like against the Eagles, right? So that was my whole thought track. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Cooper Rush. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been able to beat the 49ers in that playoff game, but 9 times out of 10, I don't think he would have been able to beat the 49ers in that playoff based off of the game plan that they had.
Versick $10. Hope this is the game where Doc uses his legs in the red zone. He needs to have a game like the Tampa Bay playoff game when Doc himself became a playmaker in 2022.
If they plan and if they do preparations, he will have I won't say he will have that exact same game, but he will have a game similar to this. And on top of that, here's how I'm thinking. When you playing against the 49ers, if you are up, yes, you are up, but what you don't want to do is give away too much things, because you might see that same team again. So once you win, then you play into the conservative mode of keeping your win. And that, my friend, is what I believe is what Mike McCarthy brings to the table. You see, we were so about embarrassing the Packers last year that we got in our own selves into trouble, right? We tried to showboat. We tried to show up on the team. We tried to show off on the team. But that's what happened. It came back to hurt us. And when Mike McCarthy started talking about, hey, let's win with complimentary football, that is exactly what he's meaning, right? So it's too many times that what was another game where we were up by so many points? Was it the Jaguars, right? Jaguars? Was that the Jaguars game that we lost, but we was up by so many points and they came back to beat us? So what Mike McCarthy is saying is that basically we are trying to play complimentary football. We are trying to win the TOP, and those are the things that we are going to do differently this year opposed to last year. And he already said, for those who are out there watching, who said, hey, we want to be the number one offense. We want to have good offensive numbers. No, he said, I'm not here to be the number one offense. We just want to play complimentary football. Sometimes the punt would be the best play. Sometimes instead of 3rd and 19, trying to get the full 20 yards to get the first down, sometimes the check down to underneath, you play the field. You punt that ball away and you pin those boys deep, you know what I'm saying, into their own area, into their own categories there. So that's why I say that this particular team is a whole lot better, ladies and gentlemen. And I thank you for the super chat there, Jay Versick. Let me just check one more thing thing before we rock on up out of here. And I really thank y'all so much. Be sure to check out other content creators that may be live at this point or may finna go live or what have you. Yes, indeed. And C Bass, man, check it out now. Let me see. C Bass, I'm going to say check the channel now. Yeah, because he sent me something. My guy, Jay Versick, you said you sent me something. Let me see if I could check out and see what's going on with it. I'm checking the Twitter DMs right now, Jay Versick. I just don't see it right now. See if you can oh, I see it now. Boom. What would you send me, Roy? There's no edit. There ain't no edit right there. Jay Versick, what'd you send me, dog? Was it you that sent me that, Jay Versick? Or who was somebody else send me something? Let me see. Let me make sure. I might have misread it. Who sent me that? Oh, Jay Lombardi sent me that. Okay, not Jay Versick. My bad, Jay Versick. Jay Lombardi. Jay Lombardi. I don't see it on here, man. I'll check it, man, on the back end then when we get off of this live for the Dak Prescott edit. You know what I'm saying? I'll check it on the back end. I don't see your name up there. Maybe you got your government name up there, man. I don't want to yell it out on the on the live airways there, though. Your name is not the same name. You know that's the edit that you gonna edit over, right? But it maybe not the same name. But all right, let's get on up out of here. I can't leave without giving you guys these words. It may be the same, but it may hit different. I know we get new subscribers every time. See, Bash, you're back, man, so I hope you stay back. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Jay Verse, what did you send me, man? I saw that little, got the Chinese man or Japanese guy, up there. See, Bash, appreciate you, man. You free at last. Thank God Almighty, you free at last, Seabass. You know what I'm saying? So be safe out there, man. 6 things of life, man. Number 1, believe before you pray. You got to believe before you pray. Write these things down. Number 2, listen before you speak. Number 3, earn before you spend. Some people spending before they even earn it. And back to number 2, some people speak before they listen. Number 4, think before you write. Just don't get to start writing stuff. Think. Try is number 5 before you quit. You got to try. Some people say it's too hard. It's too difficult. I can't do it. I won't be able to finish. You don't even know what's inside of you. Greatness is inside of you. Give it a try. Give it a chance. There's so many people who say, hey, Law, I'm going to wait to start my content creation page when I get the right camera. When I get the right job, man. This job, man, they check on me too much, man. Shoot, I used to go run to the car and get this stuff out. Right? How hungry are you? Number 6, live before you die. There are things that you can do on this world. And some people say, I'm going to wait till next year. I'm going to wait till the year after that. I'm going to wait till after I graduate. I'm going to ask her for a dance the next time I see her at the club. I heard somebody say, you really think God is listening to your prayers about the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl? Ha! He's not listening to you, Law, but there's a chance. Acknowledge him in all thy way, he will direct your path. There's people right now that's watching, that's listening, and getting favors off of grandmother's prayers. Grandfathers have prayed for you. You don't know where those blessings is coming from. Off of the backs and the sweats of someone else. So always have that determined mindset. There was this professor in Japan who had 3 jars of rice mixed with water. And he did an experiment for 30 days. The first jar, he spoke life into it. He said that it's good to see you today. You're going to be something special. The second jar, he hated the jar. He talked negative to the jar based off of a true experiment, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Dr. Emotes in Japan. And he said that middle jar, he said, you're an idiot. You're terrible. And the last jar, he didn't say nothing to it. And that jar of rice, the first jar that he spoke positivity into it, the rice fermented and gave off a good fragrance, a good smell. The second jar, it became molded, smelly, rotten. The last jar turned to straight up mildew and blackened. You speak life into your things, even though it may seem weird. It may seem like it's impossible, but I'm speaking life into these things right now that I'm spitting to you. And everything that's in front of me, I spoke it into existence. So if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind for it. If you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty, you will get it. You will. So don't listen to the naysayers. Get your mind right, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
Whoa! Give me my theme music.
Hey, yo. Come on. That's what I want to do. We got a linebacker added to the practice squad. What's his name? So I can look up his film. Appreciate you, Jose.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Shout out to your ass, Modius.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on, False, Cali, Warren Duncan, Verse. Come on. It's been my time. I really thank you for yours. Appreciate you, Alan. Hey, we got Mike Jones. Okay. Per Todd Archer. Shout out to you, J214. Brandy. Pray for Brandy.
You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Wrong button.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love
shout out to the Gina with the G. I saw Gina with the J earlier. Appreciate you as well. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Come on. Go away. If you watch this show and you didn't hit that like and you didn't hit that share button, if you just stay to the end, come on, man. Riggs. Shout out to you, Jabbar. Riley. Oh, Riley. And remember, shout out to you. You're listening to nothing but the best. Did we see? Hold on, before I press that, did we have an Eagle fan in the house? Did we have an Eagle fan?
Lately, I just want to run it up.
Do we have one in the house? Did we have one before I press that button? You know. Shout out to Riggs. I'm getting too old for this. Riggs. Oh, we didn't have one. All right, we get on up out of here. I thought we had one of those Eagle fans in the house. Yes, indeed. We smoking that rainbow pack. I see you, man. Let's get on up out of here, man. One love, DC for life. Right? Where we at? Here we go, right here. Booyah. In there. No Eagle fans was here this week. Okay, good. This day. All right, boom. We up out of here. Salute. Cigarette. Time for me to go anyway. Brought to you by Law Nation Studios. And you. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. Hit you. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow. Thank you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, player too. All I ask. When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too. 7 more and another one. And another one. Fight this is what we want to love. 7 more means all in one. All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you. Let me crack your train with it. Fertilize your brain. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? Until next time.